Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an interesting episode for you guys. I'm sure it's going to stir up a lot of conversation, so you definitely don't want to miss this one. Make sure you go and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, whenever you discuss anything in the NBA that has to do with top this, who's the best of this, who's the best here, blah, 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 it's always going to start a debate because everyone is going to think differently. And therefore, there's always going to be disagreement, right? You can say this, the next person can say that. You can bring out your top three. Some people say, I agree with the top two, but then I have a different, that's just how it's going to be. That's just the way it's always, that's just sports. Now, I was recently watching an interview of Shaq, or the interview Shaq did on Valuetainment, the channel that's owned by Patrick Bet-David, who's also a big YouTuber and also a business person. I'm sure a good amount of you know who he is. And funny enough, and as a matter of fact, or coincidentally, Patrick Bet-David also interviewed the late great Kobe Bryant. He actually interviewed him, and he had a very extensive interview there. Maybe you guys should check it out if you're already. I'm sure some of you saw it already. However, back to this topic here. During their discussion, it got to the part where Patrick Bet-David essentially asked Shaq to give his starting five. And that is when the entertainment literally ensued. Now, it wasn't his list that surprised everyone. That wasn't the shocker there. The shocker was who he picked first. The moment he said the person that he picked first, that's when everybody started, commenting. Even Patrick Bet-David, the host of the event, even he was like, really? So what we want to do is we want to play his comment. But before we get into, Shaq's top five, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolf. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we want you guys to take a listen to Shaq's top five, take a listen to the audience reaction, and listen to the back and forth, and then we're going to come back here and react to it. So take a listen to that here.
NBA draft, put your starting five, yours against mine. You go first. Who's your first pick?
Players now or forever?
No, all time.
Kobe.
You pick Kobe first?
Of course.
Ahead of Jordan?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I played with Kobe.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
You pick Kobe over MJ?
Write it down, take a picture, fax it. That's
all
what I
right,
said.
cool. Well, you take Kobe. I got Shaq.
Okay.
So Shaq's my first pick.
Now I got Jordan.
You would put Jordan and Kobe? You can't do that. That's 2-2.
You said it's my team, sir. You got your team, I got my team.
Shaq. Okay, so you got Kobe and Jordan.
Got Kobe and Jordan in the backcourt.
All right, so if you got Kobe and Jordan, all right, if you're going to go play that game, I'll play a different game, and I'll go Akeem at 4.
Who?
Akeem.
I got LeBron at 3. You're going down.
All right, hang on. Let me see what I'm going to do here. So you got what? You got Jordan,
two guards,
Kobe, and
I got
LeBron.
2 guards and a small forward.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, I don't, you kind of have, no. I got to get somebody long, and I'll go KD at 3.
KD?
At 3.
I'll go, need a power forward. At center, I'm going to go the late, great Bill Russell.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to go at, I can switch them 1 or 2, but I'll go Steph Curry.
Ooh. And at my 4, I'm going with Karl Malone at the 4.
You got Malone? Really? Holy moly, what do I have left? I got 2, right? I can switch them up. I can put Durant at 2.
You ain't going to win a game.
No, I am. It's going to be tough.
You're going to win a game.
Good luck coming through, though.
Huh?
You can't come through me.
What are you talking about?
I got Shaq and Akeem.
Bro, I got LeBron, Kobe.
No, you can't. But Shaq's
and
get
Mike.
The crap out of you.
You're done.
You're
done.
All right, so I'm going to probably mix it up, and I'm going to get some defense. I'm going to get some defense because I don't need to score at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to get Dennis Rodman for defense. I'm mixing it up. You can't make that look. I'm thinking I win. By the way, let's see what they say. You're the pro, I'm the amateur. You're the pro, I'm the amateur. How many guys say his team beats my team? Make some noise. They like you more.
Oh,
and how many guys say my team beats his team? This is embarrassing. I picked Shaq. You're not rooting for him.
No, you picked Dennis Rodman. That's who you picked. That's who you picked.
So you heard who Shaq had to pick first, right? He went with Kobe, right? Now, you already know. You already know what the haters are going to say. Why would you pick Kobe first? Why would you pick him first? Why him? That's what they're going to say, right? They're going to be sitting up there toiling, like, you know, just curling up in a ball in their bed, angry. Like, why would you pick him first? Now, listen. It's funny that Shaq picked Kobe because I think Shaq would know a lot of things about a lot of players, especially the top players in NBA history. So it's quite funny. Shaq picked Kobe first, considering how inefficient he was. But nevertheless, he still picked Kobe. So maybe Shaq knows something, or maybe he's paying attention to something that most people are not paying attention to that are out there criticizing Kobe Bryant. So Shaq picked Kobe first for 2 very simple reasons, and he said one of them. He picked Kobe, number 1, because that's a damn good pick. That's the first reason. It's a very simple one. I would pick Kobe too if I wanted to win a game of 5-on-5. Like, I would pick him too. So there's no confusion there why he picked Kobe first. That's the second thing. That's the first thing. The second reason he picked Kobe, and he said it was because they were teammates. Right? He said he was my teammate, so therefore I'm going to pick him first. And before you people start saying, why would he pick him for that? Still doesn't explain, because Kobe's inefficient, blah, blah, blah. He shot 47 for 6, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's no different than when Michael Jordan, when they asked to give his starting 5, he always picked Scottie Pippen first. I didn't hear anybody complaining about when Michael Jordan picked Scottie Pippen first. He picked him because, number 1, that's who he won with, similarly to Shaq and Kobe. And number 2, he's like, this the guy I want. And no one said anything, right? No one complained. No one was up in arms about it. Nothing. That's who he picked first. And so no one said anything there. The only issue here, some will have Kobe being picked first, is that they would say, well, I would rather have another player, maybe somebody that can get you the ball. And listen, if you're going to play a game, a 5-on-5, Kobe Bryant should be one of your top 3 picks. I'm just saying, right? He should be one of the first 3 people you're thinking of picking. Now, if it was me, I would pick Michael Jordan first, right? I would pick him first if he was available. Now, if Michael Jordan was not available, the very next person I'm picking is Kobe Bryant. The very next person. Then there's nobody else. If somebody picked MJ, the sensible, logical pick is that you want to have Kobe on your team to go with MJ, because he's the only one really that could go at MJ, and MJ even said it himself, right? So if Kobe's not your first 3, I don't know what kind of top 5 you're talking about. And while we're talking about it, let me give you guys my top five, my starting five, if I had to, you know, pick them to go have a game of pickup. So I'm going to list them by positions the way similar. I'm going to kind of do by positions, but anyway, I'm going to go with Magic Johnson first. He's going to be my facilitator, 6'8", you know, point guard. So I got Magic first. At the 2, I'm going to go with Michael Jordan. This is very easy. This is not complicated. At the 3, I'm going to go with Kobe. Now, I've been hearing some things out there that Kobe's listed as 6'7". I mean, on NBA.com, he was listed as 6'6", but whatever. I'm going to go with Kobe, right? Kobe Bryant made 9 all-first defensive teams. So I think he can hold his own against any small forward out there that ever play basketball in terms of defense, right? And him and Jordan, you know, switching on defense, I think there's no other, two players I would want on the wing guarding, like just nobody. So that's so I'll go Kobe. At the 3, at the 4, I'm going to surprise some people. I would actually go with LeBron James at the 4. Yes, I would go with LeBron, right? LeBron has shown the ability in his past. I think LeBron's about 6'9", if I'm not mistaken, to be able to guard bigger players, right? LeBron does have a lot of size. He does have a lot of leaping ability. He can change shots. He's great with his chase downs. And I think that you can also have another playmaker on the floor in LeBron James, right? So I would have LeBron. And at the 5, I'm going to surprise a lot of you. I would go with Hakeem. Hakeem Olajuwon is arguably one of the best defensive players in the history of basketball. And I would have Hakeem, right? So if you had Shaq, Hakeem held his own pretty well and did very well against Shaq. So that'll be my starting 5, but that's just me. So the question to the audience is this. They're twofold. Number 1, what are your thoughts about Shaq's starting 5? And number 2, what is your starting 5 if you could, you know, pick 5 players to go play a pickup game? Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section and we catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.